In contrast, U.S. President Donald Trump is further pressuring Pyongyang, reportedly launching an investigation into a Chinese trading firm over its ties to the Hermit Kingdom. Joonhee fills us in on Washington's follow-through after warning of secondary boycotts on those who fail to enforce tougher sanctions on the reclusive state.
The Japanese daily Yomiuri Shimbun is reporting that Washington is investigating a Chinese trading firm for its suspected links to North Korea. The report says the U.S. is planning to impose sanctions on the company if it finds sufficient evidence of illicit transactions with the regime. The Dandong-based company is believed to be involved in the purchase of goods worth more than $700 million linked to Pyongyang's weapons development. Two senior U.S. officials were also quoted as saying last week the U.S. was preparing new sanctions on Chinese banks and shell companies that could be implemented within weeks. President Trump and his top aides have signaled growing frustration at China's perceived inability to leverage its considerable influence over North Korea to curb the regime's nuclear and missile ambitions. In turn, Washington has threatened to apply more economic pressure on Beijing in the form of a secondary boycott that denies them access to the lucrative U.S. market. U.S.-China relations have become further strained over their standoff in the UN Security Council, where Beijing has shown reluctance to back a new U.S.-drafted resolution on North Korea. China has also accused Washington of upsetting the regional balance of power with its deployment of the THAAD missile defense battery on the Korean Peninsula while approving a $1 billion arms package to Taiwan. The U.S. could sanction more Chinese financial institutions and trading firms in the coming weeks, with President Trump having shared a potential blacklist of more than 10 companies with Chinese President Xi Jinping during their summit in April. Washington has already frozen the assets of two Chinese nationals and a trading firm in a decision last month over the suspected business ties to North Korea. Joonhee, Arirang News.